In a fiery and unforgettable moment on Capitol Hill, former ICE Director Tom Homan delivered a brutal verbal takedown to Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez during a heated immigration hearing. The exchange wasn't just tense, it was explosive. AOC, known for her sharp interrogations, attempted to corner Homan on immigration enforcement policies. But instead of backing down, Homan stood his ground and delivered a response that left the room stunned. "You can't intimidate me." What followed was a masterclass in conviction, facts, and unapologetic patriotism. The hearing had been called to examine border security practices and human rights concerns. AOC, as expected, took a hardline stance against ICE and questioned the morality of border enforcement. She cited activist reports, emotional stories, and harsh rhetoric, but Homan, calm and unshaken, countered each point with data, experience, and fierce dedication to the law. "You can attack me all you want," he said, "but I will never apologize for enforcing the laws Congress passed." What made the exchange so powerful was Homan's refusal to play political games. When AOC accused ICE of systemic cruelty, Homan fired back, then changed the law. "Don't blame the men and women risking their lives for doing their jobs." His tone was firm, not furious, like a man who'd spent decades seeing the consequences of weak borders and political theater. The audience, including lawmakers and media, could feel the shift in energy. Homan wasn't just answering questions. He was issuing a challenge. AOC attempted to regain control, asking Homan whether he believed in family separation. Homan's answer hit like a thunderbolt. "I believe in law and order," he said. "If you cross the border illegally, you're committing a crime. No country in the world lets people flood in without consequences, not even yours." Gasps echoed through the chamber. His words weren't filtered or polished. They were raw, real, and undeniably bold. The back and forth turned into a battle of ideologies. Open borders versus legal enforcement, emotion versus structure, optics versus outcome. But Homan didn't flinch. He reminded the room that his agents had saved lives, intercepted traffickers, and protected the innocent. "You want to vilify ICE?" he said. "Then step into the field, look a trafficked child in the eye, tell them border security doesn't matter." His voice cracked slightly, not from fear, but from passion. As AOC tried to interrupt, Homan raised his voice, not in anger, but in authority. "You're not going to silence me with moral grandstanding," he declared. "You're sitting in Congress. You have power. If you don't like the law, change it, but don't demonize those who enforce it." The room erupted. Even those who disagreed with Homan had to respect his unwavering stance. This wasn't just a debate. It was a declaration. Clips of the exchange went viral within hours. Hashtags like #Homan Unleashed and #You Can't Intimidate Me trended across platforms. Supporters hailed him as a hero who finally pushed back against political bullying. Even critics were forced to admit Homan didn't dodge, backpedal, or soften his words. He met fire with fire, and in doing so, he reignited a national conversation about the real costs of border security politics. Homan later appeared on news shows, reinforcing his message. "I'm not in this for fame," he said. "I'm in this because I believe in protecting this country. I've held dying children in my arms. I've seen women rescued from trafficking. I've walked the line." His passion struck a nerve with Americans across the political spectrum. For many, he became the voice of common sense in a debate clouded by slogans and sound bites. Meanwhile, AOC responded on social media, calling Homan's tone unprofessional and dangerous. But her words lacked the punch they usually carry. The public had already seen the footage. They'd witnessed a man defending not just policy, but principle. Whether you agreed with him or not, you couldn't deny that Homan spoke with the kind of conviction that's rare in Washington. And the people noticed. In the end, Tom Homan didn't just win a moment. He made a statement that echoed far beyond. The hearing room. "You can't intimidate me," wasn't just directed at AOC. It was a message to every politician who puts optics over law, theater over truth. Homan reminded the nation that courage isn't about yelling the loudest. It's about standing firm when it counts. And on that day, he stood taller than ever.